you ever decided to do a mono fruit week where you basically eat only one fruit for 1 week and had some really hard times mentally? You're always thinking about other foods. You can't wait to break the fast, and you're just constantly thinking about all the other food. Well, this is my three tips on how to have an incredibly successful island or a mono week of fruit. If you're a fruitarian or a raw vegan, you might have done one of these before. They're really effective for a lot of reasons. But this is how you can have a really successful island. So the first tip I found is to get a lot of whatever you want to eat. So I did a week of apples, and a week of apples I got, I think, about 120 pounds of apples. I did not eat all of them. They go in the fridge and they'll be fine for later. So get a ton of food. Okay? So that'd be my first tip, get a ton of food. Second tip would be to eat as much as you care for. Okay? So I ate a ton of apples, as many as I wanted. The other thing I also did with the apples, which I found really effective too, was I juiced them. So for the last 5 days of the week, I've done apple juice only. So it's been really easy to get the calories in, and just really easy that way. The third tip, and this is probably the most effective, is I created leverage for myself. So what leverage is I associated pain to failing this island. So basically what I did is I told my friend, a friend I really respect, that if I didn't do this, I would eat a can of cat food. So this was really effective because every time I looked at or thought about other food during this past week, I immediately thought of eating cat food. So I did not want to eat any of those foods because I'm like, if I do this, I have to eat cat food. Okay? So that would be the associating pain. And the other thing I did is I associated apples to being a very pleasurable experience. So every time I had apples, I was like, these are the best apples ever! And so I was teaching myself to really like apples. Whereas in the past, I would spend so much time like thinking about, like I've done Banana Island, I've done Mango Island, I've done Watermelon. I'm constantly always thinking about breaking it. And there's so many times I've started islands and not finished them. But now that if I have leverage and I start to associate massive amounts of pleasure to eating these foods, it was effortless. Like it was effortless. Like easiest island I've ever done. And then maybe final fourth tip, bonus tip, I'd say like even though I'm drinking a lot of water in the apple juice and a lot of water in eating the apples, I found it really helpful to drink a lot of water. So those would be my 4 tips. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you want to implement any of these tips into your lifestyle, you can book a call with me and I'll set up a free time and we can help get you